Welcome to Confessions of a Royal Mindset, where we uncover tools, strategies, and mindset shifts that help you create the life that you truly desire. Hi, my name is Meli, and today we're going to be diving into the topic that so many people face in their manifestation journey: what to do when the 3D starts testing you. Okay, so picture this. You've been affirming for abundance, love, or peace consistently. You've been feeling good, even confident, about your manifestation journey, about everything. But then out of nowhere, your 3D reality, the physical world around you, seems to turn against you. Now, maybe you've been affirming for wealth, but suddenly a stack of unexpected bills lands on your doorstep. I've had it happen. Or you've been affirming for love and connection, only for someone you care about to ghost you completely. Perhaps you've been visualizing success, but instead things at work or in your business start to fall apart. Maybe you didn't even get the job that you interviewed for. So what gives? Why does this happen? And what are you supposed to do when it feels like the universe is testing you? So first, what I like to do is take a deep breath. What you're experiencing isn't a sign that your manifestation isn't working. In fact, it's the opposite. And I like to see it as the opposite. It's a crucial part of the process. And I know you're going to tell me, but Meli, that's impossible. Like, why would the universe do this to me when I'm working so hard at it? Okay, I'm going to break it down for you. So let's chill for a little bit. So when your 3D reality seems to challenge you, it's not a sign of failure. That's the first thing I get. A lot of my clients tell me, like Meli, I'm doing everything right. I'm affirming. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Why? Why am I seeing the opposite? But it's actually a breakthrough in disguise. I always say this. I truly believe this. Every circumstance is a bridge. What's happening is simple. Your old story is collapsing. And we have to celebrate that. We have to celebrate that our old story is collapsing. You have to think of your 3D reality as a delayed reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs or assumptions. When you commit to the new affirmations, your visualizations, and your beliefs, your subconscious begins to shift. But before the new reality can fully take root, the remnants of your old beliefs need to purge from your reality. That's what those little opposite things are. Well, sometimes they're big opposites, but I'm just saying. So those opposites are just leftovers of your past assumptions. And like I said, I also like to call them bridges sometimes too, because sometimes we get some really crazy circumstances, but they end up leading to something good. So if you've been affirming for wealth, for example, those unexpected bills are just like the last remnants of the lack that you've been holding on to making its exit. So if you've been affirming for love, for example, and someone just pulls away, it's your old doubts and fears surfacing one last time before they're gone for good. And see, what happens is your subconscious also wants to make sure, are you sure you're wanting to go to this new reality? To this new reality where you're no longer going to be experiencing this kind of lack or ghosting or, not being able to pay certain bills. It wants to make sure that that's what you want. So this is why you double down on your new story. So what should you avoid doing when this happens? Well, the number one thing that you have to do is don't react. I know it's tempting to spiral into fear, frustration, and especially disappointment, especially when the 3D is not matching your new story. But reacting emotionally only reinforces the new story, especially if you start overthinking and you start thinking, maybe this is not working out, maybe I'm not good at this, and you start asking yourself the wrong questions. So you definitely do not want to start emotionally reacting, or you don't want to start overthinking things. Number 2 is don't doubt your manifestation. You might feel tempted to think maybe it's not working, but what if I'm doing this wrong? And like I said, you start asking the wrong questions, because questions become affirmations. They become assumptions. So you don't want to ask the wrong questions. What if I'm doing this wrong? What if I go look at another success story, change my technique, do something different? Maybe it's just not working for me. Maybe affirmations don't work for me. Maybe visualization doesn't work for me. Maybe I'm just not good at this. Like, all of those things become assumptions. So all you do is reaffirm and stay in the reality that you don't want to stay in. So you have to trust that it is working. This is just a natural process of your old beliefs leaving. And number 3 is just don't give up. Many people stop persisting in their affirmations and visualizations, or they just completely stop. They get so demotivated. And that's why I always say, don't use motivation. Motivation will only take you so long. You have to have discipline. Discipline is you doing something that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. So just remember, it's darkest just before the dawn. So you're going to ask me, so Meli, what do I do instead then? Well, instead of reacting or doubting, this is what you should do with the 3D, or like when it starts testing you pretty much. Number 1 is you stay unbothered. And I love this one. I always do this. You stay unbothered. And I know some people are going to tell me, well, staying unbothered is hard when I'm seeing it in my face, but you just have to remind yourself. This is just the old story purging out. It doesn't mean anything. Stop giving it meaning. People love giving meaning to everything, and not everything has to have a meaning. Your current reality is just temporary. The less you react, the faster it will shift. Persist in your new story is number 2. Keep affirming and embodying the feeling of abundance, love, or success as though they're already yours. For example, if you're manifesting wealth, continue affirming, I am financially free. Money flows to me effortlessly. Money is addicted to me. Money is obsessed with me. I love those. Those are my favorite. Money's obsessed with me. Money wants to be with me. Money can't get enough of me. Money just loves me. Okay? So continue persisting on that new story. Even if you don't believe it, you don't have to believe your new story. The belief comes after much repetition of it. You have to see opposites as progress. That's number 3. So here's the key. When the old story starts to crumble, it's a sign that your new reality is closer than ever. You have to view the chaos that you're seeing around you as evidence that your manifestation is working. And number 4 is detach from the 3D. This is your last one. Detach from the 3D. Your 3D reality is just a delayed reflection of your past thoughts. It's not permanent, and it doesn't define what's coming next. The more you focus on your inner world, the faster your outer world will align. So another thing I want you to do is to shift your perspective about this, okay? So think of it like cleaning out a closet. When you start decluttering, things often look messier before they get better, right? Like you start organizing and you start taking stuff out, and the chaos you're experiencing is the equivalent of pulling everything out of the closet. It's just the old making way for the new. The more calm, committed, and consistent you remain in your new story, the faster your outer world is going to transform. So just remember, the 3D isn't testing you. It's not your enemy. Your 3D doesn't hate you. It's just reflecting back the final pieces of your story, of the old story that you're trying to let go of. Okay? So that's the main thing that I want you to do, is just shift your perspective. Okay, so when you feel that the 3D starts testing you, I just want you to remember, it's not a setback. It's a breakthrough in disguise. It's a bridge. Your persistence is the key to unlocking this reality that you really desire. Thank you for tuning in to Confessions of a Royal Mindset. If you found this episode helpful, share with a friend who's into manifestation or who, is into self-growth. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and insights. I really hope you like this. Leave a comment if you like this type of style. And I hope you really enjoy this. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode.